Hello everyone and welcome to yet another day here on Ameyaw TV. My name is Her Ladyship and today, of course, I am not alone. I am with the very beautiful queens from the just ended Miss Malaika. And when I tell you that camera is not doing enough justice to the beauty of these two beautiful ladies, I'm honestly telling you the truth. And I love your outfit. It's very simple yet very classy. And you look very good as well.
Thank you.
Interestingly, as I was going through, your individual pages and the Miss Malaika page, I realized that you both have very interesting names. I'm like, hey, are you sure these Miss Malaika Queens, they are Ghanaians? Because the names you have, I thought for one that maybe you were from somewhere in the France and you were from somewhere in...
It's a French name, you see, but...
I wasn't wrong. Okay, so let's just get right into it and then you introduce yourself. So I have the second runner-up and I also have our main queen here, but I will start from the second runner-up so that she'll introduce herself first. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Cherise Nana Ama. Asha AC.
Cherise and Nana Ama.
Asha AC.
Asha AC.
Asha AC.
Asha AC.
Yes.
Wow. Complicated but interesting name. You know, initially I was calling her Shazam.
Oh my God.
It's not my fault. Come on now. Cherise is closer to it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we have main queen 2024 Miss Malaika Crown Queen. Sweethearts, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You are so beautiful. Oh my God.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, so use this opportunity to introduce yourself to us, even though we already know you.
So my name is Lucinda Kwale King.
Hey,
There's Antarctica.
Lucille Nakwale King. If I bear King as my name, the entire world would be tired of me.
I can imagine. It's a big flex. I mean,
It is a big flex. Also taking it from the point that you are a lady and your name is King. That's like...
that's funny. There's somebody on Instagram, they call me the woman king, and I love it.
Take it.
Like, that's when
Take it.
the woman
Take it. The woman take it. And I love that. And here is the case, you're crown queen. So, it's perfect.
I'll call it king.
Yeah.
So,
It's so perfect. How are you ladies? I hope you're doing well.
yes. Yeah.
I'm King.
You're good.
I'm very well. Thank you for asking. Saturday, that was when we pronounced you guys the second runner of Miss Malaika and also the winner of Miss Malaika. Right at that moment where your name was pronounced and then you realized that this was the position you are occupying for you, how did you feel that you were pronounced the second runner-up of Miss Malaika, taking into consideration the tough competition right from the beginning till that very moment?
Well, I was overwhelmed. I was very happy, and I personally have a way of giving thanks to God. So immediately it was given to me. I was like, I hadn't heard it. I hadn't absorbed it at the moment. So after absorbing it, I was like, okay, wow. I had to look back at my family like, wow, did you hear that? And they were so happy. They were screaming. I was like, God, thank you. And I was having a few struggles at the moment, so I couldn't smile immediately. And I think so many people took that into the wrong context, but I don't really mind. That's there. But genuinely, I'm very happy. I prayed right at that moment, and I'm so grateful to God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, coming to you, Lucille, how did you feel that after everything, everybody, you are the one, like the chosen one, finally as Miss Malaika? How did you feel?
It was so overwhelming.
Wow.
And honestly, I was, and I kind of still am in denial. I was like, it's surreal. Like, I don't know when it will finally hit me that, wow, I am Miss Malaika Gather 2024. Like, it's like, but yeah, I don't know how I felt at the moment. It was mixed emotions, like overwhelming, definitely, yeah, but surreal.
I can
Definitely surreal, yes.
Okay, so the fact that you have finally won and everything, did you actually see yourself being crowned Miss Malaika from when you started the journey?
And someone asked me this question, and I told them that
if you're in the pageant and you don't believe you can win or get the crown while you're there, because you have moments of doubts. That's natural. I mean, I did 2 days before the finale. I was stressed. I was anxious. Like, I had like doubts, but then I always believed it was possible. I mean, yeah, I had faith.
Okay. Okay. Did you see yourself placing?
Placing?
Yeah. Did you see yourself as part of the top 3 when you started the competition right from the beginning?
Yes, I knew I'd get to the finals. Well, personally, I had high hopes. I dreamt very big. I'm used to dreaming very big, so that even if it goes down, it doesn't go too low. Yeah, so you dream about being the queen. If you go below that, first runner up, second runner up, that's very fine. But I dreamt of being second runner up. Me go down now, me go crown. Yeah, so I actually dreamt of being the queen, and being second runner-up doesn't change anything. It's just the title, but it doesn't remove the value from me. So I'm very happy. I'm very grateful for where I am.
Love that. After all, at the end of the day, you still have a crown on your head.
Period. And I love it.
That's on period.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving back, let's take it a step backwards to the very beginning of this whole thing. In the first place, why Miss Malaika? I know this is a very, very popular question that everybody asks. Yeah.
I think first and foremost, my role models have done Miss Malaika. I'll say specifically Bella Mundi. And it's like in following in her footsteps, Miss Malaika seemed like the perfect stage to do so. I love the brand and what it represents. It's classy, it's elegant. There's no bikini show or anything like that, which is something I love because I wouldn't want to do that, I do not want to do that. So I just love what it represents. I've seen what amazing things it has done for a lot of women in Ghana, and I'm like, I want that too. So it felt like the perfect first step into pageantry. Yes.
Okay, I see. How about you?
For me, I loved the individuality and the freedom Miss Malaika gave. They allowed you to be yourself, to nurture who you really are, and I really loved that. I wanted who I personally am to be molded. I didn't want to be molded for the people. I wanted to be molded for myself first, so that when I know myself very well, I know how I can be there for the people too. And yeah, I love how Miss Malaika is, as Lucille said, the past queens, the way they are living. Sharon, Kofi is doing amazing. And I feel like I'm a mini Sharon, because whoever sees me with Sharon is like, get away, or to say Sharon Power. And I'm like, yeah. And all the other queens, they've done amazing. They're doing very well. And yeah, this is my very first step into pageantry. So I'm grateful to God. Yeah.
I'm glad. Now, moving forward, we are from back and we are moving forward. So moving forward, individually, what do you intend to do with the platform? Now you have the platform, right? I think that for a lot of pageants, the biggest thing they can give you is not the car or the cash prize, it's the platform. Now your faces are known by a lot of people out there. As you are looking up to somebody who is Bella Mundi and the rest, somebody's also looking up to you. So what do you intend to do with the Miss Malaika platform now that you have it?
Okay, so for me, my whole focus is helping people. Now, of course, aside from my project, which I'm sure you know is to do with autistic and children with Down syndrome, I want to change the perception that people have of them, because right now it's not the best, that they're isolated, as I've said. Aside from that, I just genuinely want to help and bring, especially with the youth, there's so many opportunities that they're lacking, and I'm hoping to give as many opportunities as I can. And one way I'm looking to do that is eventually, when I have the right resources, is to start a modeling agency. It ties into my own interest, and I think I could help a lot of people, bring them up as well, especially like young people. But just generally also being an inspiration to people and telling them to chase their dreams, because if I hadn't put myself out there, I would not be here crowned, So I'm trying to inspire you guys to just go for it. Okay, just do it, regardless of how you feel. Just do it.
Okay, talking about your project on autism.
Yeah.
Do you have a personal experience that is pushing you to want to do something like that, or it's just out of journey?
It's definitely, there's a hint of, there's a personal aspect to
Mind sharing?
I don't mind. So basically, growing up, I'm an only girl. I'm the only girl, which is quite sad.
Your parents will be proud of you.
They are, they really are. And I'm doing it. But I have a family friend who was with me in Ghana, schooling in Ghana, and her brother was diagnosed with autism. Oh, yes. And so right when we were building the bond, sisterhood, she had to relocate back to the UK because, of course, there's more resources and support for him there.
Absolutely.
And it hit me like, wow. I remember reading my childhood diary the other day. I was like, she's leaving. I'm so sad. I can't believe my sister is going. And it was like, at the moment it was painful because I've lost my sister, basically. Not lost, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course. So I think that played a role in me sitting down to think, what's an issue that really bothers me? What's an issue that I feel like I care a lot about? And it was definitely that, because that's such a special boy and he deserves love. And I can imagine how, autistic children here are they're not given the love they deserve, or even at least the dignity or respect,
Yeah.
So it kind of angers me. I don't want to change that.
I love it. I actually do love the fact that it angers you because for a lot of things, that is where it starts from. That will actually push the change you are looking to achieve. Now, coming to you with your project, what's your project?
My project is empowering young girls through technical and vocational education and training. Well, TVET is a very good platform for so many young people, but I feel like most young people are brainwashed into thinking that white-collar jobs are better and there are better things to look out for. But even people who are in white-collar jobs now, they are finding things to do with their hand. They are finding, some are doing farming, some are doing makeup artistry, some are doing carpentry, and they are making money out of it. So instead of sitting down and waiting for someone to come and save us, why don't we save ourselves? And I specifically targeted young girls going to the tertiary institution. I realized that most of the time they stop school right after high school because they are unable to fund themselves through the university. So I targeted them. I've reached out to the Commission of TVET. I've reached out. I'm trying. I sent a proposal to the UN Commission on the Status of Women, hoping that they reach out back to me, and then we collaborate to organize training sessions for them in the Upper West, like I said, in the Upper East, in the Savannah, in the Volta and Central region.
Okay.
Now, what triggered this desire was because my mom is a Fanti. She began a TVET institution in Cape Coast in the Central region. And when she began, we're literally begging some young girls and boys to come to the school because they didn't find the essence of doing something with their hands. Na miminko obi ko classroom miminko tna na miyewe. Like, it was so sad. And me, I took it personally. Me, I learned candle making through the school, and I started a business from that. And let me tell you, I'm making money from it. If you can't do anything, or at least wig you can buy, there's something you can buy. And I realized that when I could buy certain things for myself, it really empowered me. Like, okay, now bring a man. Like, if he can do it, I can also do something. Not that we are competing, but just to avoid me depending on a man or anyone else to feed myself or to get anything I want. Yeah. So I really want young girls to be empowered through TVET. I personally think that, like I always say, TVET is the fundamental unit of economic progress. Yeah. Everybody must have something doing with their hands. It's essential.
I agree with you, absolutely. Talking about just branching a little bit to the fact that you are talking about when you started buying stuff for yourself, that is when you were empowered most, right? And it's not all about a man sponsoring you. Now, I just want us to clear the misconception that a lot of elderly people parents have about pageant girls. which is one of the reasons why some parents do not even allow their children to get involved with pageantries in the very first place. And most of the misconception is that, oh, pageant girls, when they take you there, it's all about maybe pimping you out, putting you with men and stuff. And you guys have been in a pageant. You're crown queens. We are looking up to you. I need you guys to clear that misconception that is not what it is. Pageant is more about intellect than whatever else they can listen with you as the queen.
Yes, that's absolutely not what it is. The funny thing is, when you were talking, I realized that this scenario could happen anywhere.
Yeah.
Whether you're in a pageant or you're working in a bank, regardless of where you are, you can accept that kind of behavior. Just like in a pageant, it can come, but as a woman, it's your choice and your decision whether to accept it or not. So, the power is in our hands.
Okay.
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
I love that response.
Well, I also think that parents themselves can play a major role for their daughters going through pageants. Because with men approaching you is something that cannot be avoided. See, me, I've been approached by men more outside pageantry than within pageantry. And it's because my parents have taught me to be strong and resilient for myself. That is why I don't do stuff like that. And honestly, going through the pageant, my parents did not sit down and complain that we'll call pageants that men will come after you. Miss Malaika is more about empowering you, the woman, because certain things, if they cannot be avoided, you have to be empowered. You have to find a way to move through the situation. My parents, right from day one, they were with me through the pageants. They helped me. So if my parents chose not to help me, where else would I have gone? So instead of complaining, step in, stand there and say, I will support you as my daughter. You can do this. You can go through it. Because sometimes, honestly, girls are biologically emotional. So they would need words of encouragement. We need someone we can call when we are stressed, when we have to do this task. There's so much we have to go to. There's someone we have to call. So if you are my parents and I can't call you because you do not agree that I have to be there, that's a problem. But if you're my parents and you're there, I can call you, I can tell you this and this and this. You can support me, you can encourage me. And that is more than enough for me to go through that.
And I think with that being said, we are using this opportunity to squash that mindset that is what is happening on the pageant platforms, and it can happen anyway. So make sure you are present parents and take care of your girl child. Now, rounding up, I want you guys to tell me your two things. One, your favorite memory when you were in the house, and two, your worst memory. Like that day, you really wanted to stop Miss Malaika, right? And another day that was your favorite memory as a Miss Malaika contestant.
So we think there's so many. I have to.
Yeah.
We want to just share the crowning. I mean, things like that.
Yeah, we can take that. We can take that.
Like that was my favorite moment for sure. The least favorite, I would say, potentially the cooking episode. And I keep saying this because I was just praying for fufu and light soup because that's my specialty. Or jollof rice, something like.
The thing they gave you watching.
Sis, my
would have been better.
That was my partner went to go and pick the paper. I was just praying over her, like, let her pick something that we can make easily. This babe went to go and pick apapransa. He said, hey,
where will you start from?
We just know how it looks like. And I don't think I've ever eaten apapransa. I've seen it, but I'm not eating it.
I doubt I've eaten it myself, but I've seen it like
I just didn't know the scene how it looks like
crabs on
right. Exactly.
I don't even know how it looks like.
So that unless miracle, it was a miracle that we managed to make it work.
Miracle, not a giant.
I know. Right. Thankfully, but yeah, those are my two.
Okay. Yeah. All right. How about you?
Well, my favorite moment now has to be the audition. Yeah. So on the day of audition, Well, me throughout the pageant, I think most people knew that I wanted to propagate the gospel of Christ in any way I could. So
Hallelujah, somebody.
not because I'm Holiko. Not because I'm Holiko Mama Jesus. Let me correct that, because people think if once you are a Jesus girl, you don't have any personality. Me, what personality wrong? I do like like I'm a very fun person. I think people think I'm boring because I'm always talking about Jesus. No. So on the day of audition, the judges allowed me to recite a poem, and then I spoke about God. This is a testament that God is good. And then I go home and my face was everywhere, and I'm like, God, I see what you did here. I see what you did here. Yeah, because it was amazing. People were touched by it. I was like, okay, I love this. Throughout the pageant, I have to maintain that, because now there are so many young girls looking up to me that how can you be a God girl and then go into pageantry? Once you're into pageantry, you have to be the fan or go inside, so you can't do. And I'm like, see, I'm about God. Lucille is about God. Yeah. But we can sit here, say something, and you will laugh and laugh and laugh. So worshiping God is not the cancellation of your personal identity. Christ gives you a new identity, and you would have to know how to work with that. You would have to allow him to mold you, guide you through. Yeah, so I loved the audition part. And my least favorite moment, I had to actually.
Tell us all. Tell us both.
First one was big pitch. So that's like a tag. So with a big pitch,
the name alone is scary, right?
Last year, when I watched the big pitch somewhere last year, I randomly watched it. So from last year, I was like, this big pitch, the day I go on Malaika and I'm doing Malaika, I have to kill it. I have to kill the big pitch. I had sis, my expectations were above heaven. I don't even like
when you're seeing it. I'm in your shoes right now. I can tell.
And then I have a teammate who wasn't getting the picture of what I really wanted for big pitch. So I overlooked the fact that I'm in the moment. Like, how can I work with this person? Now I have to be a team player. I have to forget about the dreams and aspirations I had for the big pitch and work with the person. So when the person wasn't really cooperating with me, it became difficult for me. I was overwhelmed with emotions. Like, everything was going left. So I cried. Like, I cried outside the whole thing. You said I was crying in front of everybody because my year-long dream go down the drain. It's not like I even did so well. To me, I didn't do so well. But then people watched and were like, wow, girl, you killed it. I said, okay, I killed it. It's for you. And the next one, we had a catwalk session. One early morning, my sister, I hadn't had breakfast at the time. The sun too made sure it was the brightest that day. You see, when the sun is shining and it's like it's right in your dream, and our catwalk coach was telling them, walk forward. You tell you to come back, move this. That day I almost passed out. It was not to it. Like 2 seconds, I would have passed. I had to raise my hand, coach, I beg. At this point, I'm passing out. Please have mercy on me. Let me go and look for something. Sitting telling the way the floor is, if I pass on my head, my best. Like, please let me go. Just free me at the moment. I was really dying at that time. And he allowed that. But it was still one of my down moments. Because I really think breakfast is important. It's very important for humanity. Yeah, that's why we should have TVET. We should introduce TVET so that you earn money and then you can have breakfast every day. Because, it's very necessary. Yeah.
But the thing about breakfast is, as much as we all know that it's important, I think that's one of the meals that a lot of us skip, Charlie. Anyways, ladies, it's been a very, very pleasant time with you. And I can tell the reason why you guys are crowned. One, intellect. Two, beauty. And thank you so much Thank you so much for spending your time with us here on Ameyaw TV. And before I allow you to go, since we are in the era of women empowerment and we have young girls looking up to you, I want you guys to say your last words as a form of encouragement, inspiration, motivation, empowerment to any young girl watching you. All right, so you look straight into your camera and do it. So yeah,
I would say picture the life you want and go for it. And the doubts will come, but just remember to pray. Like, make sure that your spiritual life is on 100. I always say this because sometimes you have doubts and it's only God that can help you overcome this. But visualize it when you're going to see yourself becoming or as the person you want to become, and go for it, okay? It's not too small. It's not too big. Do what you want to do, right? It's never too big. So take me as an example. If I thought I could never do it, I would have never tried. And if I had never tried, I would not be crowned queen. So go for it, sis, okay? Regardless of how you feel, just do it, okay?
Okay, just do it, regardless of how you feel. All right, let's proceed.
And to every young girl out there, I would say that faith without works is dead. See, as much as you believe in God, He gives you the strength to go out for whatever you want. So pray. But then prayer comes with action. Prayer and action are in line. They work together. So when you pray, you ask God to guide you what to do and work very hard towards whatever you want to do. It's okay to dream big. You are not restricted from dreaming big. In fact, like I said, when you dream big and then you don't even hit that point, you will hit a field right around that point. So dream big, go out for whatever you want, pray and look up to God. Thank you.
Okay, so please make sure you do it. Just do it. Whatever you feel, however you feel, just do it. And always remember to pray, because prayer goes with action. This too equals a successful journey. My name is Her Ladyship, and this is Ameyaw TV with the Queens of Miss Malaika. Thank you for watching, and be safe.